Hi, everyone. My name is Micah Bolden, and I am an admissions counselor for Baylor University. And I want to share with you a couple things that make Baylor such a unique place. Baylor is located in Waco, Texas, which is about an hour and a half south of Dallas. And we were founded in 1845 by the Republic of Texas. We're actually the oldest continuously running university in Texas. And we are a private Christian university. And that means that we are an institution that really values our faith, and students don't have to sign a statement of faith or anything like that. But we like to use the term unapologetically Christian. And so you will take 2 semesters of chapel as well as 2 religion courses during your time at Baylor. In addition to just being a Christian institution, we are also an academic institution. And that really does shape the environment for our students. And the academic is really impacted by our size. We are a mid-sized institution with around 14,000 students. And that mid-size puts us in a perfect position to offer the large-scale resources, but also the small school benefits. When I mean large-scale resources, I mean having over 140 different majors, as well as top-tier research opportunities for students. For different majors, we'll go into that a little bit more in a second. But students can start doing their research as early as freshman year. But we also want students to enjoy the benefits that come with being at a smaller institution. And so those benefits include having an average class size of around 26, which is generally a similar size to most high school courses. And then our student to faculty ratio is 14:1. And so we do want you to be involved and engaged in the classroom and get to know your faculty on a personal level. Now, I mentioned having over 140 different majors, and I'm going to talk about a couple of our more popular programs. But I do encourage you to go on our website and check out the different major opportunities that we have, because I would bet that we have probably something similar to what you're looking for. Now, one of our more popular programs is the business school, and that houses over 12 different business majors that students can get involved with. We've got accounting or entrepreneurship. There is international business or a general economics major. Maybe you're interested in marketing, and marketing has a concentration called sports strategy and sales. And that program was actually specifically designed for Baylor. And so if you're interested in that program, you will do a professional internship with a sports agency. And so we've had students go to Austin and Dallas and do internships with like the Dallas Cowboys or like professional hockey teams and things like that. Within our business program, our accounting program was ranked has the 3rd highest pass rate on the CPA exam. And then our entrepreneurship program was ranked number 7 by the Princeton Review. Another popular program for students is the engineering and computer science program. And that program is so unique because of the small class sizes. Students really do get that hands-on attention with their faculty members. For students who are interested in the school, you can either focus on engineering, which has concentrations in electrical and computer engineering, mechanical, biomedical, geopetro, or humanitarian, or you can do computer science and computer science fellows. Our pre-med program is probably our powerhouse program, and it has a 71% acceptance rate to med school, which is over double the national average. And so students have an opportunity to really get involved with different student organizations within that program, but also they get a lot of guidance from their pre-med faculty. So you will have a pre-med committee, which will be walking you through the application process and actually writes you a letter of recommendation at the end of your time at Baylor. We also highly encourage students to join our pre-med honor society or our multicultural association for pre-health students, which just helps you find community within the pre-med program, as well as engaging within the local Waco community. And then the last academic program that I'm going to talk about is our Honors College. And this is definitely a popular program for students who are wanting a more rigorous approach to their college. Honors College students can pick between 4 different programs. Great Text, which is an academic major where you're studying Greek and Western texts, or University Scholars, where you can actually combine several different academic interests to create your own major. We've also got the honors program. And the honors program is for students who want to have a more rigorous, advanced approach to their education while still keeping their academic major. And so for honors program students, you will be writing a senior level thesis at the end. And then the last program is Baylor Interdisciplinary Core, or I like to call it BIC. And for BIC, when you do the program, you're still keeping your academic major, but you're also going to replace all of your core curriculum classes with the BIC curriculum. And the BIC classes are more advanced, but you're also going to be in smaller class sizes, and all of your courses will be seminar style. BIC students take classes like Examine Life, Human Cultures, Rhetoric, World Policy, and so it's really designed to stretch your way of thinking. Ultimately, we don't want you just to come to Baylor and study all the time. As much fun as that sounds, we also hope that you will engage with the student life here. We have over 330 different student organizations, and these are all over the spectrum. Whether you're interested in special interest clubs or academic organizations, we have multicultural groups, including our Black Student Coalition or Coalition of Asian Students or our Latinx Coalition. We've got Greek life, so fraternities and sororities. And these are, we have Christian ones or fraternities and sororities focused on service and leadership. We've also got multicultural Greek life. So that includes 7 of the Divine 9 historically Black fraternities and sororities. All that to say, we highly encourage students to get involved in some of these organizations because it's a great way to make friends and really set apart your college experience. Students love to take advantage of the traditions that we offer at Baylor. And these traditions really do help us make the Baylor experience more memorable. And so I'm going to talk briefly about Christmas on 5th. And Christmas on 5th is a tradition that happens every Christmas time. We will have students come out and decorate 5th Street that runs directly through the Baylor campus. There's a Christmas tree lighting, and so you can all kind of gather around with your friends and see the Christmas tree go up and be lit. There's usually a concert. Sometimes there's a petting zoo. And so just a great experience for the students to kind of come together, celebrate Christmas time, and really have a memorable experience. Some other popular traditions include the Baylor Line, which freshmen are able to run at the beginning of every home football game. The Homecoming Parade, and we actually have the longest homecoming parade in the nation. And then Holi, which is our Festival of Colors, and that is put on by the Indian Subcontinental Student Association. Now, if you're wondering how to apply, it's very easy. And there's 4 major steps that you need to pursue. First of all, you need to submit your application either through Common App, Apply Texas, or Go Baylor. And we don't have a preference. Just submit whichever one is easiest for you. Once you submit your application, make sure you're aware of the deadlines, which I'll talk about in a second. Regardless of how you apply, you're still going to need to create a Go Baylor account. The Go Baylor account is going to be where you get access to your checklist. The checklist is going to have a couple of required items on it. That includes your transcripts, grades 9 through 11, your essay, which is between 250 to 650 words, and your test scores if you choose to submit them. This year, we're actually test optional. And so if you haven't taken the SAT or ACT, or if you don't want to take them, then you can apply test optional, and then we will not consider those in the admissions process. And then lastly, there's a couple of recommended items that will help your application stand out. That includes a resume, 2 letters of recommendation, and a short answer response. Now, I know I mentioned a couple of important dates, and meeting the deadlines are absolutely critical to the admissions process. So we have an early decision application, which is binding. That's for students who say, you know, Baylor's my first choice, and if I get in, I will deposit and enroll. Early decision students need to have their application in by November 2nd, and then you'll receive a decision by December 15th. We also have early action, and that's non-binding. So it's for students who say, I like Baylor, but maybe I'm not ready to commit just yet. And so if you apply early action, you'll get a decision back by January 15th. And we've also got early decision too, which is still binding, but it's just later in the application deadline, as well as regular admission. But if you're serious about Baylor, I would encourage you to go ahead and apply early decision one or early action because we accept about 70% of our students by that November 2 deadline. And if you're wondering about financial aid, we do give generous financial aid. You'll need to complete the CSS profile and the FAFSA in order to be considered for need-based aid. Students are also considered for academic scholarships. That is considered when we look at your academic record. And so if you submit to us all of your required application material, we will notify you once you're accepted of whether you have received a scholarship. If you have questions, we'd love for you to come and talk to us, or you can reach out directly to our office. You can email us, or you can give us a call at any time. We would love to talk to you and connect and tell you more about Baylor. Thanks so much, y'all.